Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
So we did promise you the next series we would do of our Torquay staycation and we would do a vlog, but unfortunately at the end of day one our camera broke.
Yeah, the gimbal decided otherwise.
Yeah, so on a positive note we have got another gimbal which we're doing this vlog of Torquay with. But it's just going to be one vlog capturing bits of our week that we managed to resurrect with our mobiles and bits of video on our mobiles. So it'll give you a bit of a snapshot of Torquay and all the things that we did.
Yeah, really nice.
So when we set off to Torquay, we like to get up early, 3 in the morning, whenever we do Cornwall and the long drive.
Yeah,
don't
definitely.
We?
Beat the traffic.
Yeah, break it up with a couple of stops. And as you all know, I love swimming in outside Lidos. It's my hobby. And there'll be a vlog of that to come soon. So we set off 3 o'clock, had a coffee break, and then we got to Exeter Lido, which is in Exeter University, gorgeous university, really easy
nice
to
complex.
find. And we were booked in that at 7:30, and that's what we did our first Lido.
Yeah, so just after that, when we'd done that, we had a bit of a chill, had a coffee, and then we moved on to a village called Topsham, a really quaint village, old-fashioned shops, a street market, and on the estuary where it's based, there's a massive antique shop in a warehouse, which is worth a look. It was quite interesting, and there was adequate parking, and the town was beautiful. We really enjoyed a nice walk around there. It was good to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a
lovely.
gorgeous outside market that was run by the locals, and also just on the right of there that you'll see in the vlog, the old fire station was made into a really quirky bar, wasn't there?
Restaurant, yeah, it's lovely.
I know in our area a lot of the old-fashioned indoor markets are turning into these like quirky bars with food outlets, but this was just a bar. It just wasn't opening time, was it?
No,
for
we
us
were
to
there
carry
a bit
on?
early,
but it was really, really good.
Yeah.
So then we moved on to our town of Brixham. We'd done our 2 Lidos. We had about 29 miles to go.
Yeah, not bad.
And we got to Brixham. We have been to Brixham before, so we knew what it was like, and that's why we chose there for our base for the week.
Yeah.
The apartment was a luxury apartment, and as you'll see in the vlog, it was absolutely stunning. The views were fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah. It was an adventure getting to it, though, I will tell you that.
It's not for the faint-hearted
No, not
up
for the
those
faint-hearted.
roads, I'll be honest.
Narrow roads.
I did quite a lot of the drive going down and coming back, but all fairness, you did
I
most
did
of it
Brixham,
going up to the Brixham apartment. But as you'll see, it was an adequate apartment for us. We would fully recommend it.
We'll put the details in the
yeah,
vlog
of course
at the
we
end
will.
for
And
you,
we had
anyone
many
who's
a nice
interested.
glass of wine out there.
Yeah, it was nice for breakfast on the balcony as well.
It was lovely.
So
And it was nice, really, when we came back at night, when we'd been out at night. So we checked in, got everything sorted, and then we went out at night, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We went down for a pre-show drink and went to Brixham Theatre to watch a Phil Collins tribute called Seriously Collins. It was absolutely really good. Looked nothing like him, but the songs and the musicians are amazing. So
they were.
It was a good night out for the price. It was about £26 a ticket, I think. But
all run by volunteers and
and it was
really
chocker.
good. So Sunday morning we spent a lovely few hours really in the apartment, a good couple of hours, relaxing breakfast, just chilling on the balcony, taking it all in.
Lovely.
We did find we were there June the 21st, and we found it went a little bit quiet midweek, but very bustling Friday to Monday. So and we did speak to a couple of people that were on coach tours for the weekend, Friday to Monday and going back. So again, as Lidos have popped up quite a lot into this week. Brixham has its own seawater Lido. It's part of the tidal wave, is it, Clive?
Yeah, it's filled by the tide, so...
Yeah, so we walked round there by the harbour, and we spent about 3 hours there just chilling in the sun, having a total relaxing day, really.
Yeah, and had a nice slow wander back.
It was, considering it wasn't a heated one, it's free to go in the pool.
Yeah.
You do ask for donation, you have a donation box.
Yeah.
But considering it's a saltwater full by the sea, we expected it to be colder than it was. But it was pleasant because it had quite a lot of sun on it as well.
Yeah.
So that was quite good. And then on the way back, we saw the beautiful flower gardens that they have there.
They're all done by volunteers as well. So, and I'm not sure whether it's like Lions Club or Rotary or something that do it. But so walking back along the harbour back, we came across a Winston Churchill Memorial on World War II, which had a bit of information with it, and it was quite interesting to see.
Yeah, it was,
because Brixham was quite pivotal in the Second World War for D-Day, etc. But you'll probably know about that yourself, so I'll not bore you with it.
Knowing that we did have quite a nice apartment, we did sort of take a bit down to cater half and eat out a bit. We wanted to enjoy the full days out, but then the chilled evenings, really, didn't we?
Yeah, it was
so
lovely.
We had a nice meal in the apartment that night. And then we walked round to one of the bars that had just a bit of entertainment on and had a couple of beers on the side, the quayside.
Yeah,
and then we came back and we didn't have the mega late night, did we?
Is that the night where the brass band was?
Yes.
Yeah,
no,
that
that's
was
later on in the vlog.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was...
Spoiler alert, there was a brass band.
Yeah, that was Thursday night when we did go out again round the harbour, So, so really not a late night and all ready for an action-packed day on Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday morning, another Lido was on our agenda.
Yet again.
And we went off to Buckfast Lee Lido.
Yeah.
Again, another little quaint village. With having the weather, it was just nice to chill on the sun lounges and things like that when we came out of the Lido.
Yeah.
And then we moved on to do a National Trust place because we are National Trust members as well. So we went to...
Buckland Abbey.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Buckland Abbey.
So it was a nice period building, obviously. Lovely grounds with it. And the staff who were in the buildings were all dressed in period dress. So it was really nice to see. Give it a nice feel to it, good atmosphere. So, and they were all really professional.
Very knowledgeable.
As soon as you walked into a room, they were there, said, "Would you like a bit of history?" And some people said yes, some people said no, but
some people
they weren't offended if you said no, but we enjoyed it.
Yeah, and the history of who lived in the home and people amazing, who were still living in it then, like the granddaughter and things like that. So we did find it very, very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then it was just around lunchtime, and we decided because we'd have good weather, we wanted to go to Plymouth. I've always wanted to go to the Teignmouth Lido, which you'll see from the vlog, was an absolutely fantastic pool.
Yeah, beautiful.
Absolutely. We went in there and we got a nice seat and we stayed. In fact, I think we had to fall asleep actually at one point.
We must have had about 10 minutes. It was that sunny and sheltered.
We had about 3 hours in that Lido in the afternoon. Yeah. But when you think these Lidos, they vary in price from £3, and I think the most we've ever paid was £7.80 or something like that.
Nearly 10, I think.
To go and think that you can have 2 or 3 days if you've got the weather, it's just really like being abroad, to be quite honest. So we went there. And then we got an ice cream.
Yeah,
and then
spoiler alert, we paid £1 for an ice cream.
Yes, we did. £1 for an ice cream. And a 99. We couldn't believe it at that.
Well, I think you paid a bit extra.
Oh, did we? Well, whatever it was, £1 ice
for
cream.
a 1.5 scoop cone. And
so,
really nice,
so that's what we did. So, so we had another great day on Monday. But Tuesday was action-packed.
So, beware. You'll need some energy.
So Tuesday was a really action-packed day. We decided, because we are Chester Zoo members, being up north here, you can get in several zoos complimentary, can't you?
Just one visit to each
per
of
year
about
to
7
each zoo.
zoos.
And we did it a couple of years ago when we were down in Paignton for a long weekend. So we decided we'd go to the zoo while we were there.
Yeah.
A little bit disappointed in the zoo this time. Yeah.
They seem to have lost a few of the animals.
Lost a few animals, empty pens.
And it was a bit untidy.
And you actually commented last time, even though Chester Zoo must be one of the best zoos ever, but you did enjoy the gardens in Paignton Zoo. And even they were all overgrown, weren't they, this time?
Yeah. They have a nice layout in
I think we'd have been very disappointed if we'd have paid to go in.
Yeah.
But as I say, we were members and we'd seen it at its best a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But then we travelled on there to another National Trust place.
Compton Castle.
Yeah.
Nice place, as usual. Big grounds, very big grounds, lovely building, plenty to see. We'll put some photos, and I don't know whether I've got any video there. If I did, I'll slot it in, but I think it's going to be mainly pictures on this vlog. And then from these vlogs onwards, we're going to be back to full videos, so not bore you as much.
No. And they did have them beautiful gardens that you walked back to, didn't you, to get up to the main building? Yeah.
Stunning.
So then it wouldn't be a day without a Lido, so we travelled on to Taymouth. We went to Taymouth last time we were down there and saw the Lido, but we were out of season. You're very limited on your Lidos between the middle to the end of May to September. And the last time we were down, we were early May, so we knew that the Lido was right on the prom. So we went in the Lido round about 4 o'clock, to be quite honest. We were quite late. And we had fantastic early evening sunshine, and we got 2 sun lounges, as you can see.
Looks like they've done a lot of work on it. It looked really nice.
Yeah, as you can see, Clive and I on the sun lounges from the picture, and we stayed there till about 6 or 7 o'clock, really, didn't we? Enjoying the last rays.
Yeah.
And then when we were down there, as I say, we did see a fantastic bar on the front.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice. So we decided to... I think I might have had a lager shandy and something, and we just sat there for an hour taking it in. The views over the sea, and near the pier was there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the old-fashioned bit. It's not an open pier,
to the public,
but it has still got the pier there.
There is bits of it that are open, but...
And then it won't be a holiday without the Great British fish and chips. So as you can see, we did enjoy some fish and chips.
It was really nice.
We were about a good hour or so back from
an hour and a bit.
So we didn't get back till 9 that night, but that's what we wanted to do, mix it all up. Chilled. Stayed in. By the time we'd showered, chilled, had a bottle of wine on the balcony.
Yeah, watched the boats coming in and out of the harbour.
It was lovely and interesting because it was a working harbour, so there was a lot going on at night with the fishermen
apparently it's
going
the
out.
Second biggest fishing harbour after Peterborough, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the
I'm not too
in
sure
the comments, but they said Brixham is the second busiest in the country. So
so it was very interesting watching
really
it all, wasn't it, at night? And sometimes they'd come from the fishing boats in a little boat, and there was some steps right opposite our apartment, and they'd go for the supper, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Take back a pizza. So it was really, really interesting when we were having a glass of wine. So then we went on to Wednesday. We took the car over this time.
Previously we did the steam train from Paignton and then got at Kingswear. We got the boat over to Dartmouth, which is a nice all-in-one ticket.
Oh, it was fantastic. And we had a great day.
Yeah, fantastic.
And there was a music festival on when we were
and that's on one of our previous vlogs.
Yes, it is, if you look at it, the Dartmouth one. Yeah, and the steam train and ferry. But we decided, because we wanted to do the Lido, and you find that sometimes the Lidos are just that little bit out of town. It wasn't walking distance that we would take the car. As you're driving down to the ferry, the Dartmouth, it's very signposted. It's either north or south. We just can't remember which one, but it does tell you on the board. And we took the one that took you right into town.
The other one takes you a few miles out, but it's not a big deal if you're in a car.
But we knew that getting over on the ferry, we wanted to head back into town and get the one coming back.
Yeah.
So we went up and swam in the Lido. Absolutely great town. We've been there before.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's got the
best pasties outside of Cornwall.
And we found it again.
Yeah,
we found it again after we'd done it.
Nice.
So we only had the one all week, but it was absolutely fantastic.
Worth waiting for.
And then again, we went on to a National Trust.
Yeah, and the one that we went to this time was... I'm going to have to look at a sheet for this one because I can never remember the name. It's a Colton Fish Acre, and it's well worth a visit. It's like anywhere else. It's a drive through the country lanes to get to it. It's well established. It's got like a nice cafe in it. It's got a shop that sells plants in it. But the gardens, I've never seen anything like it. They were absolutely stunning, weren't they?
Fantastic.
And the little walks down that you got to it.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And again, we had the weather.
And when we got there, it was like 3:00 by this time. We'd done the Lido, looking round the town, having a pasty, and then coming up to the road to the fisheries. They said, "Oh, if you're interested at 4:00, it's cocktail making."
Yeah, why wouldn't
we be interested in cocktail o'clock?
Yeah, it was really good.
So it was really good, wasn't it? And again, they dressed in period dress to explain the cocktails. Nice. So yeah, we had a really good day. So as I say, we didn't leave the house till about 5:30, 6. So and then going back from Dartmouth, we weren't getting in many nights, were we? Till 6:00, 7 was our earliest. Yeah. So that's what we did. And then that brings us to Thursday.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, we didn't do a Lido today.
No, Thursday I had a day off from swimming.
Swimming and taking photographs. No, we didn't do a Lido. We decided that we would sail because we can get the ferry from Brixham to Torquay. We've done it vice versa when we stayed in Torquay many years ago. So we got the ferry, blessed again on the boat with the weather.
Yeah, beautiful.
It was absolutely scorching day. You can actually walk all the way from Torquay to Paynton, and I know a lot of people do that. But obviously, Clive struggles with his mobility, and we didn't have the chair or anything with us that day. So we just did a little small walk, sat down, and took in all the views really around the harbour, didn't we?
If I remember rightly, you carried on walking for about a quarter of an hour while I sat down.
I think I did actually, because I just wanted to see over the brow at the as you're like dropping down into Paynton. I did. And then we came back, and then we just went in for a drink in Torquay, really, didn't we? And took up the weather because we'd no car with us, so we could have a couple of beers that day. So we did that, and then we got the ferry back at tea time.
Yeah.
And then we went out at night.
Yeah. Just went into a local bar.
Which was called the Marketplace,
The Market, Marketplace, I think.
Yeah.
Had a local singer on.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. And then when we came out, I mean, we'd been down the harbour a couple of times, but we'd never noticed that the local brass band do free concerts.
Yeah, they're only every few weeks.
Yeah, they're only about two in the summer, I think, in the course of the summer.
So we were lucky enough to get half an hour of that.
Yeah, we were. So you'll see on the video that they were playing music from The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favourite films. So that's what we did. We just listened to that before we started to just go back to the apartment.
Yeah.
And then it takes us to Friday, which was really our last day. Yeah. So, as we didn't do a Lido on Thursday, we'd to make up for it and do 2 today.
Just the 2.
Just the 2. Oh, yeah. Wait for our journey home.
Yeah.
So, we went off to the National Trust place in the morning, didn't we?
Yeah, Castle Drago, I think it was called. It's classed as Exeter, but it's not really in Exeter. It's on the outskirts.
No, because we would have done that on the way home, so we were going that way.
Another one that's really interesting. You know, some people like them, some people don't.
A lot were in traditional dress at that one. They were
as well.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I like the castles in Wales better. They're a lot more spectacular.
Think. And we've got a trip of that later on in the year in October, November, where we'll. Plus, there's other ones on the vlogs, isn't there? I think.
There is a few in. There's cricket in it, I think.
Yeah, there is. So we went on to the little town of Chagford, and we stopped at a really lovely cove on the way down. And just saw like all the beach huts and things like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it was nice to see people setting up for the day, wasn't it? Just with the stuff, you know, all ages, just getting the little windbreakers out and just setting up on the beach. If you get the weather, there's nothing nicer than in the UK. But we've had 2 staycations this year that we've never done for many years. And each week have been fantastic weather.
Yeah, we've been blessed.
It could have been a different story if we'd have had wet weeks. Yeah, I'd have been saying, get me to the travel agent. I need to book a holiday. So then after lunch, we went on to another Lido called Morton Hampstead. Again, we're finding when we're doing the Lidos, as much as it's my hobby, really quaint little towns.
Loving the towns.
Absolutely, yeah. We'd never have seen these towns like Topsham on the way down and things like that if we hadn't gone purposely for the Lidos. So we didn't have a late night back there because to end our week, like we started our week, we went to Brixham Theatre again.
Yeah,
and
another good night.
The
Jersey Boys tribute.
Yeah, great. Absolutely
amazing.
Fantastic.
Stunning.
Absolutely.
Stunning. music was amazing.
Yeah, very, very good. And then we went back ready to just pack up the last final things, unfortunately, before the end of our week. And for our travel day back, which was Saturday. So I did mention watch this space. Yes, we did 3 Lidos on the way home to break the journey up. Yeah. So we set off 10 o'clock. We got out of the apartment, didn't we? There's no rush. It was a nice late checkout.
No.
And we headed off to a place called Chudley.
King Staten, I think.
Oh, yeah, King Staten it was, actually. First, correct myself. Yeah, we went to King Staten. And it was lovely. There was a man outside selling plants and trying to raise money to keep the Lido open, wasn't there? A really lovely plant stall and doing all the plants up. Yeah. And he had a little sign up saying he raises quite a lot by doing various things. So plants was the thing that he does for the summer.
I think he raised last year something like £1,300.
He did, yeah. He had a sign up.
Plants and that. Yeah. And thank God he was there because these Lidos are struggling.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
it's a shame.
Yeah, and I think it's because a lot of the younger generation don't know what a Lido is. We've got a guy who works for us, Liam, and he said to me until he met me, he'd never even heard of a Lido. So I don't think a lot of the younger
Package
ones...
holidays has been the main thing that's killed them.
And it's such a shame because you can have such a lovely cheap day out, you know what I mean? So yes, we did do King Staten, and then we moved on to Chudley Lido. But our booking for Chudley Lido, we could only get a little bit later, so we did have a good couple of hours to kill.
Yeah, to have a walk around the village.
But when we got there, the local pub had been closed for many years, so had it been taken over by new people, there was a big music festival they were setting up for. You could tell people were arriving, the hog roast was going, so it was lovely to see that in the village.
Unfortunately we were leaving there before it started, but we saw the hustle and bustle of it.
And there again, they had their little market stall, didn't they, on the corner where we parked at the edge of the car park, and then Clive spotted an ice cream shop.
Oh, the ice cream to die for. I've never had rum and raisin ice cream like it.
They had 2 lovely deck chairs, as you'll see. Clive sat in one. We didn't know whether we'd get out of them, but we got out of them quite elegantly.
That was going to be the challenge.
It was. And then our final Lido was one called Clist Hayden that was in the woods. It was quite a way up, so
in a small village
small village, and you'll see from the first picture of the Lido on here a really family orientated place. We did ask if we could take photos in all the Lidos. Some people just say you can only take one of yourself in the water, and some people don't have a policy on it, but we are very, very discreet.
Yeah, we don't get anyone
the one that we took on this one, as you can see from the distance, we took it because we couldn't believe how packed it was.
Families everywhere.
In fact, so that I could say we've been in it, it's the only Lido that we've done one length up and one leg back. Because we wanted to get on with the rest of the journey, because by this time it was looking at about 9 o'clock.
People.
But the families were there all day, even men, women, children. It was absolutely fantastic to see. That one was £3 to get in, and it's run by all volunteers. Absolutely nothing. So it was absolutely lovely to see that one. And then we set in, and that was the end of our week. We arrived home about 9 o'clock.
A long drive home.
So, what was your highlight of the week?
Oh, no, you put me on the spot. This wasn't in the script, by the way. I love the apartment. The views from the apartment were staggering. My only thing is that the gimbal broke and I couldn't really do time lapses or anything, because I would love to have had some time lapses at the boats going in and out, because it was stunning, wasn't it? And you could actually see the Lido in the distance as well. But that's one of my highlights, in the rum and raisin ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
good.
Definitely.
And as you can probably guess, my highlight was actually going away for a week and swimming at 12 Lidos.
Yeah.
You bought me the Lido book for outside swimming, didn't you, about 3 years ago?
Yeah, we'll put a picture of that on at the end of the vlog.
But you will see it in the Lido blog, but we will put a picture of the book on as well.
Yeah.
And I'm gradually working my way through the book.
30 plus now.
Yeah, well, 34, I think. But the last week was the week that I swam most in a week.
Yeah.
But we knew it was down in Devon, because they are there, Devon and Cornwall.
Not many up north.
And of course, we got the fantastic weather. So we'll say bye. And
thanks for watching.
I think our next vlog will be a weekend in Cheshire. We're having a little long weekend.
We're staying at a nice golf club for dinner, bed and breakfast.
And we will vlog that.
And we're going to go to
Tatton Park.
And also we're going to pay a visit to Cheshire Oaks. have a meal somewhere there.
And then use our membership on the Monday to go to Chester Zoo. So look out for that one.
So please like, subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming vlogs.
Please subscribe. We're trying to build our channel. We gradually gained about 4 over the last month, which has been fantastic. But we've
we've currently stood on 72.
And we can't wait to get to 100. So please like and subscribe.
We don't want 1 million, we just want 100.
No, we don't. It's just a nice hobby that we've got.
And there'll be nice memories for your families.
Yeah, and it's something that Clive loves to do. We like to work together.
Yeah, we do.
And it's something that we're building a channel for our family. The children don't know about our channel.
And we've got the memories.
And we've got the memories, and they'll have this to look back on rather than photographs. So that's what we want to do.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Catch you again.
Bye.